Hi, this is Rachel Moss with Series 5 of the Slant Board. I do love it. Lunges and some open twists. So really focusing on lengthening the hip flexors and strengthening the seat and doing some asymmetrical work. I've got the slant board put at 20 degrees where I can comfortably stand. Again, we'll be getting on setting the yoga feet. So big toes parallel, blocked between the ankles. Big toes are a little bit closer than the width of the block. Squeeze the ankles. This is the warm up. Squeeze the ankles. Energetically opening jars externally with the feet, which really allows me to get into pelvic neutral. This is the warm up. This is mountain pose. Navel to spine. My seat is on. I mean, you can touch your body. Is your seat activated? And you can rock left and right a little bit just to see if you're balanced, to see if you're in the center of your body. Not too much weight left, not too much weight right. I'm really left dominant. So for my body, I'm really, focusing on driving from my right seat. I'm right-handed. If you're right-handed, typically your right foot will rotate out just a little bit more. So I'm even thinking about rotating my right hip in just a little. And you can feel balanced. You can look at yourself. You can see the seam of your pants. And just take a minute here to do some breathing. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale down. Always take that little hold and pause to reset. Inhaling. Exhaling. 3 more on your own. Really strong quads. Stomach in, seat activated. One more. Exhaling. It's always good to warm up before going deeper into our bodies. So now we're doing a forward fold from series 4, whatever your favorite forward folds are. Mine typically, my starter forward fold is just gripping lightly, sucking my stomach in, squeezing that block, making sure I'm balanced in both feet, and then doing a few little pulses. Straightening my legs, being really powerful in my quads. And then from here, you can grab onto the slant board and remove the block if you have a block. And really bend your knees. Eventually we want our ribs onto our thigh bones. Then inhale, holding onto the slant board, or pushing away from the slant board is nice too. Inhale, exhale, pick up your left foot, nothing's changed. Inhale, exhale, extend your left leg. I did put a blanket down here. I'm intending for my knee to be resting on it. And you can either have blocks on the side if you need that sort of height, right? One on each hand, okay? Or you can just press down on the slant board, which feels really nice. Adjust your feet. I want my foot actually on the mat. I probably didn't set this up quite right. Just okay. You can always readjust. And then you can set your knee down. Check out your back foot. You don't want it sickling out or in, right? You want your ankle extended straight from your thigh bone. And then this is the knee down lunge. Really helps you get power in your seat and your heel if you tighten your feet and your calves. And the board gives you something nice to push against. Even here, I'm now feeling stretch in my inner hip, my ribs getting closer to my thigh bone. It's a great opportunity to suck your stomach in and around, just like we were doing on the slant board, tucking our pelvis. I'm really tucking in my left seat. So I'm squeezing my left glute, drawing my stomach in, lifting my chin and my chest, and yoga hands. So again, my wrist is parallel here to the slant board, and I'm externally rotating my arm bones, squeezing them in towards center line, sucking my stomach in, and just getting deeper into this really gentle lunge. Now you can stay here and keep an eye on your foot. Your foot's gonna wanna do all kinds of things because we're tight, right? So we can go out and go in. You want to think of your knee facing down, possibly even rotating a little bit in. You can see where you are in this front leg. You can see your foot, your calf, your thigh bone, all in one line. Again, if you're left dominant like I am, think about making sure that your right seat is activated too, right? It's not just hanging out, you're not just dumping into this hip. So pushing through this front foot, opening the jar with the front foot externally, sucking the stomach in. Yeah. So both your left seat and your right seat are activated, and your scapulas are, your stomach's drawing in. So I'm getting a stretch, I'm getting muscle work as well. And if it feels good, you can lower the back toes. They can be up or down. Probably getting a foot stretch there. And then to take this deeper, you can place your left hand on the slant board and watch what might happen to your right leg. It might want to go out a little bit, and you can use that right hand to press down into your knee, into your seat, squeezing. Again, your left seat, you want your tensor activated. And this is an open twist. Twist open, pressing into the left hand, opening that jar externally. Yoga hand, set your yoga hand, sucking your stomach in, and lifting your chin and your chest. You can even extend your right arm down and out or up. Now pressing into the slant board, the top or to the foot pads. I like a little more height. You're going to come up onto the ball of the back left foot. Again, energizing through the right foot, right? So your right seat's on, your stomach's drawn in, and go forward and back with your left heel. You can of course come up and do more traditional yoga things, but I don't think it's totally necessary. Inhale, exhale. Bring your right knee to meet your left knee. And here, let's take a couple gentle cat-cows. Again, watch your ankles, your feet back there. Yoga hands up here. Just taking a little break from what was a pretty intense exercise. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. And here you can even go into a little push-up. I'm really drawing my hands together. So it can be a really strong back workout as well. Take a few little push-ups. The more you draw energetically your arms and your wrist bones together, the harder that push-up will be. So inhaling, exhaling, left foot forward. And it's okay to take a minute, adjust, get that big toe parallel, see where you are in your foot and your ankle. And then now we're in a lunge, left foot forward, pressing down, yoga arms, drawing your shoulders out and around. My right seat is active, 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 pulling my stomach in. If you like, and you do it on the other side, relaxing that foot down. You don't want footsicle in or out. A lot of times they go in because we're short on the inner line. And you can always keep your toes up as well. So from here, lift your chin in your chest. Yeah. Place your right hand on the board. See what happens to this knee. Still really pushing into this heel. Left seat's on. And a twist. Yeah. So your twist can be here too, because then you can control the alignment of your leg. Yoga hands with the right arm. Yeah. Stomach in. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Twist. Twist. And back down. Yeah. And just a few more breaths here. Really squeezing your right seat, your left seat, and opening that jar energetically with your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg. Pick your knee up. Really strong right seat, and then a few back and forth. Opening that hip flexor, stomach in. If you want to challenge yourself, so your ribs could be on your thigh right now. This is nice. This is nice. Arms out to the side, arms out overhead, above your arms. It's really so much about the pelvis and engaging through both your left and your right seat. And then the more you squeeze your right seat, the more hip flexor you'll get. So from here, you could come up again to the traditional lunge in yoga, right? You might need to readjust your feet, right? You can do all these things, but getting started, I don't think it's necessary. This feels really good, really deep. Inhale, exhale, left foot and knee together to meet your right. A few more cat-cows. And if it's in your practice and you want to take a little downward dog, your hands, set your hands, yoga hands. You can take a downward dog. Bend your knees, strengthen your legs. Really, really strong quads. Look above your hands. And then you can carefully, gently walk your hands in. Standing forward fold. Inhale.